Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Play. So as always, as you're coming in, please go ahead and make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea or something, and, just relax into the beauty of what this evening has to offer for you. And tell us where you're coming from, say hi, and a little bit about you would be wonderful as well. So, hey, Britt, welcome. Thanks for being here with me. So again, make yourselves comfortable as you're coming in. So tonight we're going to do crystals again, and I'm really excited about this. I chose a couple of different crystals for you tonight, crystals/gemstones, just to shift things up again, and create inspirational moments for you since you're spending your evening with me, which I appreciate as well. So a little bit about me. Hey, let me see. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. So I'm an energy healer, spiritual teacher, hypnotherapist, and at this point, my main goal is really to help facilitate shifts and transformation in women for them to be able to live their fullest and best life. And I do this through many different ways. And I would encourage you, first of all, to connect with me via my Consciousness Inspirations newsletter on my email list, because this way, every Monday, you get new inspirations, new things, and you can kind of see what I'm up to and see if you want to participate in anything that I'm doing. And every Monday also, I have committed now to creating a new blog every Monday as well. And hi, Debbie. Welcome. Good evening. How are you doing, Debbie? And Britt, how are you this evening? How's everything going? Today, actually earlier today, was the new moon. So we're coming into a new creative endeavor again of creating fresh, of setting new ideas. And if you have not seen my latest blog post that came out Monday, it's specifically on the new moon and ideas and rituals that you can do for the new moon. So if you haven't checked it out, please go do so, because I do put quite a bit of energy and thought into it to really make it something beautiful for you that you can use, with every new moon, obviously. And then, of course, also I create the same thing for the full moon as well for you to tune into and really take that time. I'm very much on self-care, and sometimes, of course, I neglect it as well. So I always have to remind myself as well. But, it's just very important for us to take that time out to honor ourselves and give ourselves that space for rituals, because it's very important for us in our life, to rejuvenate and then feel better again about the endeavors that we're going to take on and the path that is designed for us. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with intuitive play. So once you come in, and then also, of course, if you're watching the replay, let me know, what crystals you have chosen and how it connects with you, how the message connects with you. With the crystals, I also do affirmations as well. So I'm going to read those as well based on the crystals. And we're going to go ahead and get started with crystal number 1. And I see Britt was commenting and said, feeling pretty good, definitely an upswing, very good. Yeah, so sometimes, the energy is up until the new moon, because we're in a waning phase. Sometimes it can feel a little bit draining. And then the new moon is usually always a time for refreshing, restarting again, where even though there's a lighter energy, sometimes maybe low feeling a little bit, but at the same time, it's also a time of, okay, now it's time to start over again. And so it's always usually a really good time to be in an upswing energy, like Britt was saying. Okay, so crystal number 1. And the crystal that I've chosen, number 1, is emerald. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can show it to you here, if it'll let me focus in. Oh, there we go. Okay, somehow, maybe, I don't know what happened, but somehow we got disconnected for a second. But so yeah, emerald. Let's see, are we still on? If you can still see me, please go ahead and let me know, because I'm not sure what it's doing right now. But I'm just going to continue and hope that you can still see me. So yeah, emerald is a really beautiful crystal, and it has a lot of Venus energies. It is actually a crystal for Aries, for Taurus, and for Gemini at the same time. And we're on. Okay, good. Thank you for your confirmation. Appreciate it. And emerald actually holds a very beautiful, gentle, protective nature. What's beautiful about it, because it is almost like it is out of this world as far as the lightness of it and the feeling of it. So it has very beautiful etheric qualities. And so it's more for, it works with the fairy realm, definitely. And then it's more kind of a crystal of protection from enchantment, for example. It can be great to also for future casting, for example, and it was used to protect travelers in ancient times. So it can definitely be used for you, to have one in your car. And this is really beautiful if you can see this right now, to have one in your car, to protect you on your journeys, and then also just kind of setting intentions with it and connecting in with it will give you more guidance as far as how you can use this crystal specifically. But it's very much one for more the higher energies, more the lighter frequencies, and then of course also connecting in with your psychic abilities and helping you enhance your abilities as well. Really great for partnership, for love, overall for compassion as well, nurturing the heart and the compassionate aspects of it as well. Really great as far as just unifying relationships, also creating loyalty within partnerships and within relationships. And it's absolutely wonderful and designed for that, for sure. And I've created a affirmation for you tonight. If you have chosen number 1, if you've chosen emerald, what I wrote down, I'm going to hold this up here for a second. I wrote, I see clarity in all situations and trust in my ability to express myself in a loving and compassionate way. Again, it's also great, of course, more for the throat chakra as well. And then again, for the higher energies, because, it naturally carries that energy of blue, also has some of the greens in it. And then, of course, more of the grayish colors too, which are really beautiful, lighter frequencies. So anything that you can think of more in the etheric realm, more heavenly energies, it really works really beautiful with it. And like I said, definitely to me personally, also with the fairy realm as well. So I hope that inspires you to work with emerald if this is the crystal that you have chosen, and just know that you are on a path of more feeling into the lighter qualities and into the trust and the love that you can give for yourself and that you can also give to others as well. So coming from a place of compassion and also coming from a place of tuning in to your own guidance when you're tuning in with this crystal, for sure. Again, also protective energies, especially for things like enchantment, for example. So I hope this inspires you, and I hope it delights you in the beauty and the magic that this naturally holds within it, because there are a lot of beautiful magical qualities that emerald offers to us. Okay, so who has picked crystal number 2? If any of you are joining, or if you're watching the replay and you've picked crystal number 2, please go ahead and let me know. And crystal number 2 tonight is ruby. So ruby, of course, is one of those beautiful love stones. It's very much considered to be a stone for sexual drive and for compassion, for passion, for selflessness, and then also, again, protection more on the realm of psychic attacks, and it protects also the heart energies as well. So, of course, it has more of the brown qualities to it, which also connect us to our root chakra. So very much also a stone for stimulating passion and for stimulating the earth energies in us, and also the trust that we can have in our own path and in our own guidance as well, and motivating us. So it's a very powerful stone just to give us our energy and our creative power. So very strong creative force, really great for anything that we're creating new, any new endeavors that we're starting. And following, our bliss and following that passion. So very passionate stone, and very much also tuned into kind of creating a protective shield around us as well, and protecting our energies, and just keeping us from danger. So it had been used many times, again, for people who used to carry it specifically to kind of keep danger away from people. But again, for me, I do see it as a very passionate stone with a lot of compassion as well, and very much one, again, where you can just source energy and source power from it as well. So if you need a little extra boost of energy in general, if you are going through your day and you're feeling kind of low, or feeling like you need some rejuvenation, then ruby is definitely one that can assist you with that. And again, it has very much creative energies, very much for the sacral chakra, and also from the root up, more in that frequency of new creation, also birthing new ideas into reality, and then of course, the literal creation of new life within us as well. So if you're, for example, if you want to become pregnant, then ruby is definitely one that will assist you in encouraging that for you, and kind of starting that initiation of bringing that in as well. It has a lot of qualities of Mars in it, and then also connects in with Aries as well, with Cancer, and with Scorpio, also Sagittarius, and gives us a lot of courage and a lot of energy overall. One thing that I should also say, that it does have elements as well of a selfless energy, so very much from a pure sense of creation and connecting in, and also holds detoxifying energies as well. Hey Heather, welcome. Hi, good to see you. And so yeah, let me know if you have picked ruby, how this applies to you as well. And I'm going to go ahead and read the affirmation that I've created for you for ruby. So it says, I live life passionately and have the right amount of energy to easily follow my bliss. And I chose the right amount of energy because we don't want to be overstimulated, and we don't obviously want to not have enough energy. And so for me, the idea of having the right amount of energy is basically exactly targeted and attuned to our needs and what we need. So by putting that in, it kind of gives you the guidance of knowing exactly how much energy you have to harness and how much energy to put out every day. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get to crystal number 3. So if you have picked crystal number 3, which I know Britt has for sure. So Heather and Debbie, please go ahead and let me know what crystals you've picked, since you're on live right now. And this way we have an idea and how it applies to you. So Britt, crystal number 3, I know that you have picked it, and it is appetite. And I thought that was really cool and interesting for you, and I love it for you. So appetite comes in many different colors, depending, where it was sourced from. But appetite connects in with the energies of Gemini, and then very much with our third eye, but also with our root chakra as well. And it always has to do with helping us. Oh, okay, Debbie picked 3 as well, and Heather said number 1, and Britt picked 3, of course. So it will stimulate our metabolism. And I'll tell you, I always put one appetite in my water, because I feel like it will regulate my system really well. And so it stimulates the metabolism. It also helps us in not to overindulge and to have the right amount of appetite, of course, and being able to work at the same time also on our bones and on ourselves, and helps with calcium absorption. So I feel it, like I said, for me personally, I love having it as an elixir. So I usually always have an appetite in my water when I'm just drinking plain water. It helps us with motivation. And then, of course, because it has the energies of blue, specifically this one here, for the throat chakra. So it naturally helps us with communication, of course, And it is an energizing stone that will help us manifest our dreams as well, and connects us not only to our past, which it has the ability to do, but then it also brings in our future for us as well, and develops our own metaphysical abilities to be able to tune in more, and attunes us spiritually. It's a really great stone that you can also use for meditation, and it balances all the bodies. So that makes it really beautiful, because when you're using it in that way, you know that it's not only designed just for the mental or the physical or the emotional or the spiritual body, that it can actually work on all bodies all at the same time. And so again, it's one that I, like I said, always use, for my water when I drink it, just because I feel like it has so many great qualities to it that can really enhance our system. And especially when we're working with computers a lot, or when we're not out in nature as much, I feel like this is a really great stone that just kind of helps us balance our system in a beautiful, gentle way. And what I have chosen for this specific one is I have the ability to develop my spiritual abilities with ease and safely open myself to my intuition. Okay, so yeah, let me know how this applies to you, and curious to see. Let me see what you're saying, Britt. Okay, appetite. Wow. I'll get some and add it to my drinking water. Great, Crystal. Yes, absolutely. It's a great remedy for sure. And what you can do if you want to create your own elixirs, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory on that. So what you can do is just go ahead and put crystal in a glass of water, and then take it outside in the sunshine. You usually want to have anywhere from 11 to 2. That's usually the best time, because that's when you can really magnify the energy of the sun to its most potent. And you can go ahead and just put it in your water at that point, and then go ahead and some people cover it up. I usually don't cover up the top, because I like for everything to really, for all the energy of the day as well, to go in there. So right now with the new moon, it's a really great time. Of course, with a full moon, it's a really beautiful time to charge your water, because you're also getting the energies of the full moon. But even with a new moon, the new beginnings, and also that lightness that's experienced in the air naturally, and that's present right now, as far as energetic qualities that we have right now on Earth, it's a really beautiful time, to create crystal water. And then basically after a couple hours, then just go ahead and you can take the stone out of the water, and then you can go ahead and filter the water, or just use it as is and put it in a dark bottle, so this way it stays protected. And then you can just sip on it, and you can also just go ahead and use it as is, and just a couple of drops of that, because now you've created an elixir, and now the frequency of that day and the frequency of the crystal is basically in your water. You can even create your own homeopathic remedies with it, and use kind of like you would do flower essences, where you can use up to 30% brandy if you want to make it stronger, and then the rest water, and then just put them in small dropper bottles, kind of like what you see behind me here. And I make my own elixirs and my own remedies all the time for all kinds of different things. And you can basically then just go ahead and bottle them. And again, the frequency holds, especially if you have it in a more darker bottle. And then you would just drop a couple drops of that in your water. You can also put a couple drops under your tongue at that point as well. And there's no right or wrong as far as the amount, but then you're basically just attuning your water to that specific frequency. And when you're drinking your water, then that's the frequency that you create in your field around you. So that's a really beautiful way of working with that. So I thought I'll give you a little bit of a backstory so you can make creative use of it. Okay, and is there anything else? So let me know if anything comes up for you, and how you're doing with all of this. So Britt is saying basically it applied to all of the above. Very cool. Awesome. Yeah, you'll have a lot of fun with it, Britt. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it applies for you. And then also Debbie, let me know too as well how this will work for you, and what you can see the potential that lies within that for sure. And Heather, I'm not sure if you were there for one. I don't think you were yet, but let me know for sure. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. Let me see. Oh, Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. And I appreciate you being so wonderfully active in Silke's art community and always commenting, because it makes such a big difference. This is everyone's community. And by you sharing and connecting in, it makes a big difference for everyone. And that's what the group is for. So as I already mentioned, tonight we have the new moon. So tomorrow you can still take advantage of those qualities and work with the energy of the new moon. And again, if you want to learn more, just go to my blog. And if you are not subscribed to my newsletter yet, I'm going to go ahead and send a link to my newsletter. So this way you can be on it and take advantage of the information that I'm putting out every week. And again, the blog, you'll go ahead and find that on my page because I went ahead and posted that already. And so how does it all kind of work together tonight? So seeing clarity, trusting in your abilities with Ruby tonight, and working on expressing yourself in a compassionate way, and then living life passionately and using the right amount of energy that's appropriate for you while you're following your bliss, and having the ability to also develop spiritually with ease and safely open yourself up to your intuition. Those are only just a few possibilities that you can create with these three in harmony together. And, have fun and play with it. You'll find lots of information in different books. But for me personally, the way I love to teach is always to teach you, to empower you to where you can then tune in and kind of feel and see the qualities for yourself, where you awaken in yourself and don't necessarily have to rely on someone else to tell you or to teach you, but where you truly develop your own gifts and your own capacities to your fullest extent that you already came into this lifetime with. And that's really where my passion lies with everything that I do. And the next full moon, so will be November 23rd. So energies will be building now, and it'll be a lot of fun from this moment forward. And then, of course, like I already mentioned, please go ahead and join my Silke's Consciousness newsletter, because again, I put out a lot of really great information. And you really want to stay tuned, because there are going to be a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening starting beginning of December and then also into January as well. I'm going to be busy. I'm already busy kind of planning everything for you, but there'll be a lot of fun stuff. And if you're on a path of growing spiritually, you're in the right place, because there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming your way. So with this, unless there's anything else, I want to thank you all. And I know you already all said namaste, so I'm going to say namaste as well. And thank you for being here with me and spending your time and your evening. And I wish you a beautiful evening. And I will see some of you in Beauty Flourishing here in a little bit. And we have a beautiful interview planned tonight. So stay tuned and namaste. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye.